Okay. Have to put our brackets up first. Where do our brackets go, Baylor? Before it's and after today. Okay. Anyone disagree with Baylor? Well, that would be interesting, to say the least. But you're right. The brackets go before it's and after today. Before it's and after today. Okay. So now one of the mistakes we're still making is that box that I have highlighted there on the edge. The box that I have right there. Remember to copy and paste it over your clause. Because like a couple weeks ago when we had 2 clauses, a lot of you did not copy that and paste it. And you only had 1 clause marked. You got to make sure you copy and paste it over the clause. Get into that habit. Okay. Once you have it copied and pasted, then we can figure out if it's an independent or dependent clause. What do you guys have? Independent. Why is it independent clause? It's independent on its own. Okay. Okay. But a dependent clause will also have a subject and a verb. What makes it different? No, it's okay. That's why we're going over it. What makes it different? Well, some of you do write, that's it. It makes sense on its own. Some of you do write sentences though that have one part, but it's only a dependent clause. A lot of you do it when you put the word so at the beginning of a sentence. Correct. Because you don't want to start a sentence with so. It is a conjunction at best. So instead of saying so, just drop it. It's just filler. So what you should realize, like even as I'm saying so, when you realize, you can just simply say when you realize, get rid of so. It still makes perfectly good sense. It just doesn't have that filler word. You just said so someone says. Instead, just say when someone says. Yeah. If it's in the middle and it's combining 2 ideas, that's fine. But you don't want to start a sentence with so. It'll be a hard lesson to learn. I know. I'm not saying it's easy. So there you go. Once you realize that you have a single independent clause, what type of sentence do you have? Oh boy, we got all kinds of stuff being thrown out. It looks like we still might have trouble. So let's go ahead and go to our DGP help notes. Remember, we go to classwork. We go down here to DGP help notes and we click on the PDF and it pops up for us. I can go right to Wednesday. And this is a great day to use it. And you'll also want to know where to find this stuff on your DGP help notes for when we take quizzes. You're able to use your DGP help notes on your DGP quizzes once we start having them. Yep, which will be in a couple of weeks. You'll know to come back to your DGP help notes to help you. So once we look at the sentence type, notice it says a simple sentence has 1 independent clause. A compound sentence has 2 or more independent clauses. A complex sentence has an independent and a dependent. A compound complex has 2 independent and at least 1 dependent clause. All you have to do is figure out how many you have of each and plug it in there. So what type of sentence do we have? Well, if we have a complex, that means we have to have we have to have a dependent and an independent clause. It is a simple sentence. So it is SS. Now, you're saying that it's declarative. Why is it declarative? But so does an imperative. An imperative will end with a period as well. Right. An imperative tells you to do something. It's just stating a fact. It's just declaring this fact. Okay. Do you have a question, Ella? I can look up the Irish author that has done it. It's like 85 words and it's one sentence. It's insane. Punctuation is very key when he's writing. Did you have a question, Gracie? What is it? Okay. So remember to continue to use your DGP help notes so that it helps you. Okay, that's why it's there to help you, right? Okay. Questions about DGP Wednesday?